Let's get the championship weekend started, shall we? This is a meeting of two teams very much in need of points to fulfill their respective ambitions. Both are looking to steal a march on the rest of the division by kick-starting the fixture list. Preston North End must start winning if promotion is to be a possibility. The incentive for Oxford United's success, victory would see them jump out of the relegation zone for the first time this calendar year. Preston's so keen, of course, to grab all 3 points. They've drawn more games than any other side in the championship this season, 13 ties in their matches to date, and just 1 win in 10 in all competitions now.
And once again with Preston, they're playing from back to front very quickly, very accurately. It's a wonderful forward ball. It picked out. Callum Lang was able to control it. They just couldn't pick up the second ball, Preston.
So Brannigan will take. Looking for Hellick, who's managed to steal in behind Preston North End here. And he's found the net too. Inside 5 minutes, a welcome boost to the Oxford United cause.
Well, he's just way too strong for Lewis Gibson. He steps up from the back, centre-half, steps to the edge of the penalty area. You know that Brannigan is going to try and pick him out. So when you're up against him, Lewis Gibson, you've got to know, you've got to stay goal side, you've got to be aggressive, you've got to be strong. He just basically runs through him. He doesn't foul him, Hellick, he's just too strong for him. But you know what's coming here. Well, that ball is drilled towards the centre-half. The starting position isn't good. He's alongside Hellick. He's not goal side of him. He's never in control of the situation. No, it's not the cleanest strike at the end. The chest control is excellent, but the important thing is he keeps the strike, even though it's a poor one, on target. No surprise, the opening goal for Oxford has come from a set piece. It's rudimentary, it's defendable, but Gibson, again, his positioning's all wrong. He gets out-muscled, and Oxford score a precious opening goal.
Set-piece success once again for Oxford United. Oxford United throw. Right in the mix again for Mills, who tried to turn. Last-ditch defending from Preston North End here, and a problem at the back post. And Kieran Brown couldn't keep it down.
Well, it's a wonderful clip cross from Stanley Mills, but it's just a mistimed header. Looks as if Brown expects to be challenged, to be put under pressure. And he's just underneath the ball when he makes the contact. He could have took a second longer just to assess the situation, because, you know, solid contact on target. There'll be no chance for the keeper. Not being picked up, it's just completely mistimed. He's underneath it, not over and above it. What an opportunity for Oxford to make it 2.
Thompson for Hughes. Moved on to Gibson and then to Whiteman. Off here. Whiteman to spin it in towards Osmajic. And the Preston riposte is instant. Just what they needed to settle themselves down.
It's a magnificent goal. The ball in from Whiteman. The technique, the quality, outstanding. But a goal scorer, what you have to do is anticipate good delivery, get in between defenders, hope that defenders ball watch. And that's exactly what happens here. They're patient. You know, they don't force it forward, they just keep the ball moving. They've penned Oxford in. But when the ball is rolled back, that whip delivery is outstanding. Osmajic, look at his position, onside, in between the two centre-halves who are both ball watching. They're not anticipating the quality delivery. Osmajic is, and it's just about a solid contact. Doesn't try and be too glamorous with the finish, just get a solid contact, head it towards one of the posts, and you score. But the ball in from Whiteman is a beauty.
Well, just when Oxford United were hoping to settle into their lead, Preston North End wipe it out.
There's that hammer blow, that Kieran Brown chance could have made it 2-0. There's a double whammy. Preston go up the other end and get the equaliser, so.
And it goes towards Lancashire, who had time to take it down, and Donnelly follows up. And Preston North End defensively were all at sea.
I think both sides defensively, especially from, you know, crosses, are having so many problems. But again, Cam Brannigan, this delivery is magnificent. Oh, Lancashire has, again, so much time and space. Normally you take that first time, but he's not closed down, so that's why he takes the touch. But everything gets closed down. There's white shirts everywhere. You see what Donnelly's looking to do? Pass it into the top corner.
On the counter now, Stanley Mills accelerating away. Whiteman in his way, and Mills goes on. And that was a golden chance for an Oxford second, once again.
Yeah, with the players that Oxford have, the counter-attack is always on. Usually this is how they have to play, because they don't have a lot of the ball. But I mentioned Ben Whiteman, his importance to the way this team functions, both going forward, we saw that with his cross for the goal, but his role here, you know, his back, he's an extra defender. He's just slowing Mills down, making it more difficult for him. Blocks the target as well. So Whiteman does such a good job here in making it difficult for Mills to get into the penalty area and get a clear sight of goal.
But it's all got a little bit risky at the back for Preston North End here. Donnelly, Lancashire, loads of room, and a huge goalkeeper to beat, which he couldn't.
His first touch is dreadful. The keeper does well, don't get me wrong, he's out quickly. But the ball gets away from him. Great pass from Donnelly, great vision. Lancashire keep that ball close and shoot. It gets away from him, and the keeper can then smother. That is so poor. He kind of shows the goalkeeper what he's looking to do, doesn't keep the ball close, and the keeper pounces. Cornell does really well, and that first touch is taken. And another golden chance for Oxford to score.
Pumped forward by Donnelly. Help down towards Hellick. Konak. Hellick still well forward. Mills will strike it! Through the crowd and in! And did it get a touch on its way? Will Lancashire wheels away in celebration? That could be a huge goal for Oxford United.
Well, second half goals in the Championship are a rarity for Oxford. This could be a massive one. The strike comes in from Mills. It's brilliant anticipation, seemingly from Lancashire, just to get a toe on it, just to turn it back on target, because presumably it's going wide of the goal. But again, cross comes in, defenders under pressure. It is that touch, the instep of Lancashire. Defenders go to sleep, they're on their heels, they're ball watching, he is ready. And that ball is going wide. If not for the touch, he turns it home. That is a massive goal as Oxford look to stay in the Championship.
Mills. Pitt Harris. Donnelly ahead of him. Lancashire as well. He's going for glory himself. It had to be poured away by Di Cornell. Another long throw incoming here. Oh, and the flick on is good! And the finish could be huge! This is turning into the perfect Championship away day for Oxford United.
Well, I just mentioned Lancashire missing a big chance in the first half, didn't let it affect him. Got a goal in the second. Kieran Brown, headed chance in the first half, put it over the bar, didn't let it affect him. He's got an all-important third goal here for Oxford. Again, it's not glamorous, but they've done the right thing all evening. Very little of the ball, but when they've had it, they've got it into the Preston penalty area. And again, he's just too aggressive for his man. You know, it's Gibson again. He's trying just to hold on to his man rather than defend the ball, Gibson. And that just gives Kieran Brown the opportunity to stick out a leg and get a touch on it. Once he turns it goalwards, there's no chance for the goalkeeper. You see Lewis Gibson again, he's facing his man. He's not positionally in the right spot to deal with that flick on. And, you know, Brown benefits, and Oxford, this could prove to be a massive win for them.
Off here. Donnelly in hot pursuit. Steered away as far as Hughes. It's not pretty, but it very nearly worked out for Preston. A snapshot of some quality from Thompson, dealt with by Cumming, who is relieved to collect in the end.
There's a bit of pinball. So many players in there. Half of the goalkeepers see the ball, let alone make a save, but he reacts pretty well, gets a hand up, should save it, does save it.
That's it. Contrasting emotions at full time. Oxford United's survival push is on. The U's leap out of the relegation zone for the first time this year, jumping above Leicester City and West Bromwich Albion in the process, ahead of their games this weekend. It's another bitterly disappointing night at the office for Preston, whose early season form has evaporated. At the end of a frantic, harum-scarum night of football, it's Preston North End 1, Oxford United 3.